Most people over 60 believe that if something is going to fail, it will be the heart or the brain first. Very few ever suspect the legs. Yet here asks the unsettling question that changes everything. What if the first real sign of decline doesn't start in your chest or your head, but quietly in your legs, years before anyone calls it a problem? The mystery is why, though many seniors lose independence, balance, and vitality after 65 without understanding what truly began the chain reaction. The early clues are subtle: slower walking speed, trouble rising from a chair, legs that feel heavy at the end of the day. None of these feel dangerous on their own. Doctors often label them normal aging, but something crucial is missing from that explanation. These signs are not just symptoms. They are signals, early warnings of circulation loss and muscle breakdown that quietly predict long-term health outcomes. To understand why this happens, science forces us to rewind the clock. The origins of the issue begin much earlier than retirement age, often in early adulthood. In the 20s and 30s, most Americans sit more than they move. Desk jobs replace physical labor. Leg muscles, especially the large muscles of the thighs and calves, are used less intensely. According to long-term U.S. activity studies, this is when muscle-building habits either form or disappear. The cause seems harmless: convenience and comfort. The effect is reduced baseline muscle reserve that the body will rely on decades later. By the time people reach their 40s, changes start quietly. Muscle mass begins to decline at a rate of about 3 to 5% per decade after age 40, according to age-related studies frequently cited in American gerontology research. Circulation efficiency also begins to drop. Blood vessels lose elasticity. The calf muscles, often called the second heart because they help pump blood back upward, become weaker. At this stage, the body compensates. Most people feel fine, but the cause and effect chain is already moving. Then comes the shift after 65 that most people ignore. This is where the timeline accelerates. Sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle, becomes clinically significant. Studies estimate that up to 50% of adults over 80 experience severe muscle loss, but the process starts much earlier. Reduced leg strength leads to slower walking speed, which studies from U.S. aging surveys consistently link to higher mortality risk. Circulation worsens, increasing the risk of peripheral artery disease, blood clots, and falls. The legs are no longer just supporting movement, they are determining survival. The breaking point arrives when the problem becomes visible: a fall that leads to fear of walking, a diagnosis of poor circulation, difficulty climbing stairs. According to CDC data, falls are the leading cause of injury-related death among Americans over 65. The cause is often weak legs and poor blood flow. The effect is loss of independence, hospital stays, and rapid physical decline. What looked like tired legs years ago now reshapes daily life. The fallout extends beyond health. Medical costs rise. Assisted living becomes a discussion. Social activity shrinks because movement feels risky. Research shows that seniors who struggle with mobility are far more likely to experience depression and cognitive decline. The legs, once ignored, now dictate freedom, finances, and identity. Many seniors respond with failed fixes based on old advice. Just rest more. Don't strain yourself. Walking alone is enough, but modern research tells a different story. While walking is helpful, it is not sufficient to maintain muscle mass or circulation in aging legs. Another failed fix is relying only on medication for circulation without addressing nutrition. Pills may manage symptoms, but they don't rebuild tissue. This is where the missing piece finally comes into focus: food. The body rebuilds muscle and supports circulation through nutrients, not intentions. Research consistently shows that what seniors eat directly affects leg strength, blood flow, and recovery. One key food category is protein-rich whole foods. Studies from U.S. nutrition surveys show that older adults consume significantly less protein than recommended. Adequate protein supports muscle repair in the legs and slows sarcopenia. Another is omega-3 rich foods, long studied for their role in reducing inflammation and improving blood vessel flexibility. Seniors who consume them regularly show better circulation markers. A third group includes nitrate-rich vegetables, which support nitric oxide production, improving blood flow to the legs. A fourth is mineral-dense foods, especially those providing magnesium and potassium, essential for muscle contraction and nerve signaling. And a fifth category includes antioxidant-rich foods that protect blood vessels from oxidative damage that accelerates aging. Across millions of seniors in the United States, the pattern repeats. Poor nutrition plus inactivity leads to leg decline, which leads to systemic decline. The cause and effect chain is consistent, predictable, and preventable. So, what can people over 60 do today? First, direct action. Prioritize leg-focused nourishment. Increase high-quality protein and circulation-supporting foods daily. Muscles cannot rebuild without raw materials. Second, direct action. Engage the legs intentionally every day. Not just walking, but gentle resistance chair rises, calf raises, balance work. Research shows improvements can occur even in the 70s and 80s. Third, direct action. Monitor leg function as a vital sign. Pay attention to walking speed, balance, and endurance. Changes here often appear before serious health events. Here's the clear warning based on evidence. Once severe muscle loss and circulation damage set in, recovery becomes dramatically harder. Waiting until mobility is lost closes doors that are still open today. And here's the open thought to carry forward. If the legs quietly determine how long and how well you live, what other silent systems might be shaping your future without you realizing it? If this insight helped you see your health differently, please like and share this video with someone over 60 who needs to hear it. And subscribe now, because in the next chapter, we'll uncover the daily habit many seniors believe protects their legs, but research shows may actually be speeding up decline.